Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're tuning into my channel for the first time, hi, my name is Ria and I make content on beauty, fashion and lifestyle. Do take a moment and subscribe to my channel. With that, let's begin today's video. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing quite a few moisturizers for dry skin specifically. I have really dry skin and I have tested not one, not two, but six total moisturizers in the last 1 year. So I'm here to review all of those today for you guys so you can select your moisturizers as per your requirements. I have dry to combination skin. It's mostly dry, but my T-zones get oily, especially during the summers. So I always try and look for lightweight moisturizers, but for winters I like to use a little heavier moisturizers. So I have a mix of both lightweight and a bit heavier, creamier moisturizers in the list today. So starting off with the Cosrx all-in-one cream. This is the Snail 92 one. This one has 92% of snail secretion along with betaine, both very hydrating ingredients. This one is fragrance free, alcohol free, though some people claim this one has a fragrance, but I honestly have a sensitive nose and I don't detect a fragrance in this. Snail mucin extract is also known as antioxidant and this one is very calming on the skin. So if you have redness or sunburn, this will really calm your skin. It also helps in repairing skin barriers. So if you're someone suffering from damaged skin, this will really help in repairing your skin barrier. And along with that, it is very hydrating and moisturizing. The texture of this one is very slimy but very lightweight. So when you take it out of the bottle, it will appear as very slimy and it will feel very slimy. But then when you go ahead and massage the product onto your face, it really dissolves into your skin very well and you won't feel that ickiness or stickiness whatsoever. But having said that, I've used this product for the last 2 years. This is my second purchase and honestly I don't think it does much to dark spots and pigmentation, even though a lot of people say that it is meant to reduce dark spots and pigmentation like snail mucin has those properties. But however, I don't think this has had any significant effect on my skin when it comes to dark spots and pigmentation. And this retails for 16.50, which is very pricey for a moisturizer, especially considering the fact that this only helps to hydrate and moisturize your skin. Other than that, it does not really tackle any other skin issues. So yeah, for me, I felt like I needed to have this product, but then I tried so many other moisturizers and I don't think I'm going to go ahead and repurchase this one. 16.50 for 100 gram of products is a steep price for a moisturizer. Next up is the Face Shop Rice Ceramide Moisturizing Emulsion. So there are two variants in this, the Rice Ceramide Moisturizer and this one is the Rice Ceramide Moisturizing Emulsion. I have not used the other one, so I don't really know what the major difference between the two is, but this moisturizer I have been using since the last 7 to 8 years at least. I remember I was in college doing my masters when I started using this and it has been a consistent moisturizer in my vanity up till now. I still have some bit of it left. I have not been using it for quite some time. It's just there in my skincare box, but I hardly reach out for this. But let's talk about the ingredients first. So the major ingredients in this are water, glycerin and alcohol. So this one is not alcohol free, though it has a few hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid, 0.001% ceramide and 1% rice extract. Rice extract, ceramides and hyaluronic acid are all great ingredients to have in your moisturizer, but this one has fragrance and a lot of it. This is one of the main reasons why I don't reach out for it as much as I did previously, because over time I've learned what works for my skin and what does not, and fragrance in skincare is something that I do not really like. It irritates me, it bothers me, and this one has so much of fragrance. It's a pleasant fragrance, but just any kind of fragrance generally in skincare is not up my alley anymore. And if you actually check the ingredient list of this one, you will see so many fragrance listed under, but the texture of this is very nice, very lightweight, spreads easily on the skin, and it has never broken me out either. And this is exactly not affordable either. It retails for 990 rupees for 150 ml of product, which is again quite steep. And honestly, after paying 990 rupees, I don't expect this kind of plastic packaging on the bottle. Like literally the label right here is a plastic packaging and you can take it off. Like if you can see right now, I'm taking it off and it will just come off and then it will look like a regular plastic bottle. So yeah, I'm definitely never going to buy this again. The next one that I have is from Minimalist. It's their 0.5% marula oil moisturizer. Some of the main hydrating ingredients in this one are first water, then it has hyaluronic acid, 0.5% of marula seed oil, which is known to hydrate the skin as well as reduce redness, and glycerin. So all of these ingredients are known to be moisturizing to the skin. And some of the other ingredients in this are vitamin E, omega-3 fatty acid, omega-6 fatty acid, and vitamin F. And the best part is that all of the ingredients here are listed at the back of the actual product. In a lot of cases, like the Cosrx one, there's no ingredients mentioned in the actual product packaging. You can only find the ingredients in the product outer box, or you have to go online and check for the ingredients. Even the Face Shop one does have all the ingredients listed at the back of the actual bottle. Anyway, so I was saying this one is a very lightweight texture moisturizer. The texture is very, very light in this one, so it can easily be used during the summer and your skin won't feel heavy. So I really, really like using this one. I wish it came in a bigger bottle or bigger packaging. I mean, this is only sold as a 50-gram product, and I wish they had a 100-gram packaging available, but it is what it is. And this one they claim is suitable for dry to normal skin, which is why I'm saying this will be great for summers. It's so lightweight and just does not feel heavy on the skin. And even though this one has no fragrance in it, I somehow detect a slight fragrance at the beginning when I take the actual cream onto my hand. I know it will sound weird, but it just smells slight bit like Fevicol to me, but only for a few seconds and then the smell disappears. But apart from that, I have no major issue with this. I've loved using it, has not broken me out, so lightweight, can be used during the summers and affordable as well. This one retails for 299 for 50 grams, and you can always grab it on discount for a much lesser price. I wish Minimalist comes up with a bigger packaging of this one. The next one that I have is from Rakil. It's the ceramide and hyaluronic acid moisturizer. Some of the main ingredients in this one are water, caprylic, squalene, mango seed butter, sodium hyaluronate, borage seed oil, jojoba oil, and ceramides. Another emollient used in this one is called Myrtil Mystate. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but it is known to be an hydrating ingredient, but it can clog pores as well. So if you're someone who has sensitive to acne prone skin, I would suggest to steer away from this one because it might lead to breakouts. But that's not the main red flag in this one for me. It's actually fragrance. Yes, this one too has fragrance and is clearly mentioned in the ingredient list as well. This one honestly smells exactly like Johnson's Baby Cream. So very nostalgic. We have all used Johnson's Baby Cream when we were kids, and this one smells exactly like that. So even though I really love the smell, I don't prefer fragrance in my skincare anymore, which is why I don't reach out for it much. I have used this quite a bit during the winters, mainly because of its texture. This one has a thicker consistency and a thicker texture as compared to most of the other ones that I've shown you so far. It's a bit greasy when you apply it, but then of course it settles down after a while. The texture is dense and a little on the thicker side. I've honestly really liked using this during the winter specifically, and it did not break me out. But will I repurchase this one? I'm not sure, again because of the fragrance factor in this. Otherwise, I really do enjoy it. It's such a good moisturizer in the affordable range. This one retails for only 295 rupees for 100 grams of product. So if you can look past the fragrance factor and you're not someone who's bothered by fragrance in your skincare, then definitely try this one out. I would suggest for normal skin people to stay away from this during the summer. It could feel a little heavy, but for dry skin people, I think you can go ahead and try this if you're looking for a budgeted good moisturizer. The next one is the newest one in my collection. I've been using this the last 1 month, and it's the Dermaco 5% Niacinamide Deep Moisturizing Cream. This one is meant for dry to very dry skin. My skin recently was feeling very, very dry, so I wanted to try this one out. This one is alcohol free and fragrance free. The main ingredients in this one are water, niacinamide, glycerin, betaine, ceramide P and A, and urea. Now a lot of brands market their products with ingredients such as niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, blah blah, you get the deal. But if you look at the ingredient list closely, most times the main ingredient that is marketed are listed really below in the ingredient list, which means the percentage of that ingredient is not much in the product. But in this case, niacinamide is listed as one of the topmost ingredients, actually at number 3, and they have clearly stated that this one has 5% niacinamide. So I really appreciate the transparency the brand has provided here. And another main ingredient in this is ceramide. It has 1% ceramide complex. And niacinamide is also meant for acne prone skin. It helps with dark spots and pigmentation. I honestly can't tell you for sure whether this has helped with my dark spots and pigmentation because I am using a separate niacinamide serum along with this one. But as a moisturizer, I can tell you that this is very hydrating. This one too is slightly on the thicker side when it comes to the texture, but feels very lightweight on the skin. It does not feel sticky or it does not weigh your skin down. Definitely can be used during the summers. It's summers right now and I am using it and I have no issues with it so far. This one claims up to 72 hours of hydration, which I feel is a little too exaggerated, but without no doubt I'll say this is a very good moisturizer and at a good price too. This retails for 449 rupees for a 100-gram product, which is not at all bad, and you can always grab a discount on it during the sale time. And last up, I have a trump card in my collection. This truly is a trump card for me. It's the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Cream. This truly saved my skin last November when I was about to attend a wedding. So let me just give you a story behind this one. I was traveling to Calcutta for a wedding in November, at the end of November, and a day before my flight, I got my face waxed after many years. I had probably done it last before COVID, so it's been 5-6 years since I had my face waxed. But I don't know why I felt like getting my face waxed that day, and my skin reacted so bad. There was redness, I had rashes, it was itching, and I did itch my skin a bit. And because of that itching, I had some cuts on my face as well. I reached Calcutta in that situation, and I think I had 2 days before I had to attend the wedding, and my skin was really swelling up. I'll attach some pictures for you guys for reference. And then I had planned to go to a mall where they sell the TT Red Cushion foundation. And during that time, I remember Nykaa had just launched the Tear, and I was planning to go to Calcutta anyway. And I wanted to test out the foundation, rather swatch the foundation before buying it. And when I was at the store, I told the essay that my skin looks like this. If you have any product recommendations which will help me to reduce the redness and the itchiness, please tell me what to do. So that is when she recommended this, and I went back and used it that night, and it literally healed my skin in just one night. Of course, not entirely, but a lot of the redness had gone down. My skin was not feeling itchy afterwards. So truly a magical product. I have to call it magical because none of the skincare products that I have in my collection at the moment does not do anything overnight. But this, oh my god, this is just too good. This one is alcohol free and fragrance free. Unfortunately, they do not have all the ingredients listed in the actual packaging. It was listed in the outer packaging, the outer box. But anyway, I do not honestly care with this one because this actually works. And it's the most unique cream or moisturizer that you will ever come across. This has a really pretty blue color. This is actually what it looks like, and even when you apply it on your face, it will appear slightly bluish, like the tint will be slightly bluish. But of course, if you massage it well, you won't notice the tint. The texture is again a little on the thicker side, as in the consistency is thick, but it does not feel thick. It is very lightweight on the skin. You won't feel a thing once you have applied it. Some of the main ingredients in this one are water, butylene glycol, which helps in faster absorption and deeper penetration into the skin, glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, caprylic, shea butter, ceramide, jojoba seed oil, and argan oil. And of course, the main magical ingredient, Centella asiatica, which is also known as gotu kola. This is the main ingredient that I'm talking about. It helps to heal small wounds, cuts, scratches, and redness as well. Basically, it has anti-inflammatory properties. So in case you have really irritated skin, redness, sunburn, scratches on your skin, or itchiness on your skin, this will really save your life. Now, this one is definitely pricey. But is it worth it? Absolutely 100% yes. And especially for SOS situations, this will be such a lifesaver. I don't use this on a regular basis, but I'm definitely going to always keep this handy in case of any SOS kind of situations. This retails for 2100 for 60 grams. Very pricey, but so worth it. If you're prone to sunburn or redness or itchiness or anything in those similar lines, I think this is really going to help to calm your skin and heal your skin from within. I sometimes use this as a normal moisturizer, but then also I just like to slather it on the affected area and leave it as it is. That way it just acts more like a spot treatment. But if you're looking for a regular moisturizer, you have dry skin and you want a good moisturizer for your face, and you don't have those certain issues like redness, sunburn, itchiness and all of that, then I don't think you need to buy this product. But in case you do, then I definitely recommend this product and I know you won't be disappointed. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching and I hope it was helpful to you all. If you enjoyed watching this video, please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. We are very close to 1000 subscribers, so let's make that happen soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon with another video. Until then, take care, keep smiling. Bye.